Alrighty then, folks. This is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic at the Gathering Arena draft video. I just took a savage beating playing Premier Draft Kaldheim, got 0 and 3. So now I think I need to grind back for some gems to draft some more Kaldheim Premier Draft. So I think we're going to do a quick draft Theros Beyond Death again. And hopefully we can get up to 6 or 7. I think I can because this is a set I'm very familiar with, and from my experience doing this via bot draft, there's not a lot of people who understand this set very well, so I think our high win rate will be a lot more exponential compared to Kaldheim, since there's a lot of very good drafters doing Kaldheim right now, and there's a lot of amazing, like, powerful green decks that are running around. But yeah, let's fire off quick draft Theros Beyond Death and do another flashback draft. I have a lot of videos on this already, so like doing this set isn't ideal, since I'd rather have more new content, but again, I just took a beating, so I need to recuperate. And pack one, pick one. Dried of Elysian Grove, very medium, not first pick. It's for money. When this set first came out, you take this card for the money, but it's not a great limited card. Some good uncommons. Great Merchant of Asphodel reward you for drafting a huge heavy black devotion deck, but it is still committal. But it's pretty decent defensive card, can gain you some life, drain the opponent, and also a decent ground blocker. But other than that, it's not like a insane bomb or a broken card. In the original Theros, this card was at common, so it was a pretty busted card. But in this set, being an uncommon, it's a little bit harder to get going, and a lot harder to pick these up. But it's not like an insane bomb that people overrate. There's Theros Celebrant as an excellent above average 2-drop in the red-black aggressive decks, and any red deck in general. Like I like how this can usually either 2-for-1 the opponent or trade up. And if you're playing this sacrifice deck, even better, because if this gets blanked in the late game, you can at least sacrifice this to deal 2 damage to a creature that's being a small, low toughness creature that's being a nuisance on the battlefield. So Theros Celebrant is great. Rise to Glory is also excellent, but is in 2 colors. Usually white, black are trying to do different strategies in this set. White is trying to do the whole constellation thing. Black is trying to do the whole escape thing. So they're kind of at odds with each other. They're both good colors, but black is definitely a lot better. But this is the signpost uncommon for white-black, and I think that deck is trying to do some sort of reanimator strategy where you're trying to bring back auras from your graveyard and then bring a creature back in the late game. Pretty powerful card, but for 2 colors that are at opposing spectrums. And then at common, there's a Mara's Grasp, probably the best common in this set and in this pack in general. Incendiary Oracle also I would take over Rage Hound, pack one, pick one. Also like a good red common, probably the 3rd best red common behind Iroh's Blessing and the Omen of the Forge, but I would still take Mara's Grasp over it. I think it's just Mara's Grasp. Black is the best color in this set. It's just a solid removal spell. And it usually just kills about anything. Even if it's a large creature, it still shrinks it down. So I think I'll take it here over the rest of the other cards. Like Great Merchant is still good, but still kind of committal. I don't know. We could still be like in a black deck, but with not too much black devotion. And say Theros Celebrant again, above average 2-drop, but still better in other archetypes, whereas this is just a very consistent black card. If this wasn't this pack, I'd probably take Great Merchant and lean towards black, since this can sometimes help you stabilize or close out games, but the Mara's Grasp is more flexible, easy first pick. After first picking the best common in the set, we can now decide what we want to be. We can end up in the black-white Auras deck, and Archon of the Falling Stars is great, since it can also bring back the Mara's Grasp if it ends up dying. Back on the battlefield is a good flyer. There's Destiny Spinner as an excellent 2-drop. I'd like this better in a blue-green or a white-green Constellation deck, but usually you can pick up a decent amount of enchantments in the set, even in black, to enable this. And then there's Staggering Insight, kind of like the one of the reasons why you should be drafting white-blue in this set. But it is kind of committal into 2 colors. And blue is pretty bad in this set, but combined with white, it's at its best. And the Staggering Insight is a pretty powerful card. And then at common, we have the best green common in this set. Maybe Warbriar's Blessing is close. Since you don't want too many copies of these, I guess Warbriar's Blessing gets the nod over the first Typhon, but Typhon is definitely very excellent too, a great common, and can lead us to a nice black-green escape deck, but I would still probably take Destiny Spinner over it. Pack one, pick one. So we have some pretty interesting options. If we're hoping that Rise to Glory wheel, we could take the Archon of the Falling Stars. and as a great flyer, I would take Destiny Spirit Voracious Typhon, and given the fact that we took a Mars Grass, I don't think I want to lean towards two colors and abandon Mars Grass with this Staggering Insight. But it's a sign that blue-white is open, but still think it's a more flexible option. So between these two, which one do I prefer? Um, Black-Green Escape is kind of like the premier archetype in this set, and I think it fits better than I think it's a lot better than Black-White. Although, if we do wield that Rise to Glory, I'm going to be pretty upset that we have to pass up a pretty powerful, expensive flyer like the Archon of the Falling Stars. And this card is great too. But I feel like if we want to be black-green, I think we just want to take the Destiny Spinner. Like, this is the reason why blue is also bad in this set, because of Destiny Spinner. None of my creatures can be countered, and it's just a good 2-drop. So I think I'll take Spinner here over Archon, but they're both kind of close. I think black-green is kind of where you want to be over black-white, since black does a whole escape thing a lot better. And now this pack is not amazing. Now I'm kind of regretting passing up Archon, because there's Sunmane Pegasus as one of the best white commons. Omen of Dead is okay, but we can pick up one later. There's Assassin Training, which is also okay. Has synergy of Destiny Spinner. I think it's time for us to stay open still. Just take the Sunmane Pegasus. We can end up in the black-white Reanimator deck or green-white Constellation. So yeah, it was kind of a gamble in the second pack, but you know, it's limited, so you never know what you get past. But yeah, Staggering Insight into this would have been fine. Archon into this would be fine, but Sunmane Pegasus it is. There's a Wolf Willowhaven. I do like some ramping in my green decks, although it's not going to be best in black and green-white, but still, I like how this can serve as an enchantment for Destiny Spinner and can help us ramp. Also goes into the graveyard to feel escapes. I don't hate it. Binding the Titans, even though it does help us feel escape, can actually help the opponents feel escape as well. So it's not amazing unless you can cast it early. If you cast it late, it's a lot worse, because they can just escape the creature that comes out of their yard the moment the first chapter of this comes down. Overall, not a very exciting pack. Nylea's Huntmaster, Forerunner, best in white, green, while still playing in black-green, but I still think we maybe stick to the Wolf Willowhaven here as a good 2-drop that helps us ramp. I could take a Mystic Repeal kind of late, so it's a good sign green is open. Another Sunmane Pegasus. Hoplite's also a great white common, uncommon. If you can pick up lots of white Devotion, you can go wide with this. This card's also good. The black card's fine. I think we just still stick with green, right? The Mystic Repeal is still a good removal spell. Yeah, it's still pretty solid. I think green is going to be our base color. And I don't want to like over-convolute things, because there's like some good cards here. Pegasus, Hoplite, a good red escape card, a good black escape cards. All the escape cards are good. Like even the worst ones, being these two, are still pretty good. Let's take the repeal. Stick with green. And Nessian Hornbeetle has to be over the Chain Warden of Chain. Like, of course, this is going to be at its best in red-green. Power 4 matters, but even in like green in general, there's like the Loathsome Chimeras and Voracious Typhons that you can pick up later to enable this. But I think it's still the more flexible option. Otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't mind speculating on Warding, since this card's pretty powerful, but we'll take a Nessian Hornbeetle instead in case we end up in another color. Could take a Captivating Unicorn as a fine 4-powered creature. If I do end up in white-green, this card can help enable the Hornbeetle. There's also Wings, which I'm a big fan of as well, in the green decks usually, because there's not a lot of evasion in green, but I don't think we take it here. Assassin Training could also be fine. Has some utility with Destiny Spinner. But if we do end up... I guess it can pump a creature into 4 power. It still keeps us open, but I feel like the Unicorn could be nice with the Nessian Hornbeetle. And white does seem open. The Reverend Hoplite being passed pretty late is a sign. Black doesn't seem as open. Red also doesn't seem open besides that Warden of the Chain. I feel like white-green Constellation is where we want to be. And Captivating Unicorn is quite good. But although Assassin Training is also good in white-green Constellation, yeah, I guess I'll take Assassin Training. Keep our options open. And yeah, pretty late Band Brawler. This card's fantastic. Oh my god. Not only is this a 4-power creature for Hornbeetle, but we can also ramp it out with the Wolf Willowhaven. And this also kills something when it comes in the battlefield. So this is great. Otherwise, some okay black cards, Final Flare, but Band Brawler late. Good sign. We should be drafting green for sure. Could just take another Assassin Training. If we pick up more escape creatures, Relentless Pursuit could be fine. Yeah, I don't really feel inclined to take a Glory Bearers this early. Let's just take another Assassin Training. I like how this can pump our creatures and then still end up in the graveyard for escape and still replace itself. Still great in white-green. Take a Skull of Grove Dancer, can enable Constellation, great for escape. So we're still kind of open. We could still be in white-green Constellation, white-black, green-black escape. I think we take the cheaper card, right? We have a lot of green going on, so we're going to have plenty of green devotion. I think we take the cheaper card over the more expensive card, and this is still pretty good. And if we end up splashing, which I don't like to do in this set, because usually in the set where you're trying to mill yourself in black, you don't want to mill your splash color or your card you're splashing for. But I guess if we're like in blue green and we're not self milling, it could be okay. But we'll see. So overall, this pack turned out pretty nicely. It doesn't seem like black is as open as white though, so I might consider moving into white. But we'll see what the left bot gives us, because the left could be taking all the white cards now, and we're left with a bunch of green stuff. So our options are still open, but we'll see. I guess I'll put the Mars Grass. Why is this out of the main board? This is a great card. Yeah, this is a good card, but I would still pack one, pick one Entrancing Lyre of it. Usually white isn't amazing this set unless you open up multiple Wrapped in Flames, Hero of the Games, and a card like Haktos the Unscarred. And red-white is not unplayable, even though its aggro is not great in this format due to the escape creatures. It's still reasonable. This card is good though. But we'll just take Entrancing Lyre, good removal spell, good offensive and defensive card, goes into any color. And then the best common in this pack, probably Omen of the Sea, but blue is pretty terrible in this set. So we'll take a Entrancing Lyre. No amazing green cards, although there's an Aroa's Blessing pretty late, and the Sun main pack and Heliod's Pilgrim. Wow, these are all pretty good. Don't like blue. We could be red-green power 4 matters, and therefore the Aura's Blessing would be amazing. If we take like Incendiary Oracle, it could be great too. That's an excellent 2-drop. We are see the Pilgrim, which can help us fetch Assassin Trainings and and future Dreadful Apathies. But I think the Aura's Blessing is the best red common in this set. And we did see Warden of the Chain in the last pack, so red could be open from this direction. But there's some white cards too: Sunmane, Sentinel's Eyes, Healy's Pilgrim. But we're still going to speculate. I don't mind moving into a 4th color here just to keep our options even more open. So let's take the Blessing here. It's pretty good. And Careless Celebrant pretty late. Same with Omen the Forge. I don't think we need 2 Lyres, but I do like the Chimera actually. Chimera is great with the Horn Beetle. Keeps us in green. Probably one of the best escape creatures in this set, along with the Voracious Typhon. Green is very good in this set. Yeah, I think we just stick with green. The second Entrancing Lyre I don't hate as well. But I think we need a 3-drop here, and it just plays so well the Horn Beetle. It's a good escape creature. I'll play this even in a deck that's not looking to self-mill, just to have my first escape creature. Overall, if this wasn't his pack, yeah, maybe I would take the Lyre, but Chimera it is. Get those 4 power going with the Horn Beetle. Okay, this is kind of a curveball. Guess I'll take another Huntmaster to have more of those early 4-drops in green. And it seems like we're going to be quite aggressive in this deck. There's a nice black-red card. Skovos War Leader could be fine in red-green. Another Omen. Yeah, we'll just take another Huntmaster. Now we're seeing some white. Pious Wayfarer could be pretty powerful in this type of deck. Although there's another Assassin Training, but 2 could be enough. I think 3 is overkill. Like, I know they replaced themselves, but I don't want to have too many of these non-creature spells. We definitely need a high density of creatures in green, so the best card in this pack is Pious Wayfarer and Omen of the Sea. I guess we are kind of open with white, and this is pretty strong with double Assassin Training. Some of these Constellation creatures, and I don't think we're doing Omen in the Hunt. And yeah, Nylea's Huntmaster wants to be aggressive. White-green is pretty aggressive. Let's take a Pious Wayfarer. It's a good 1-drop. Don't have enough Black Devotion for this. This is just a blue pack. It's pretty bad. I don't think I'll replay Thundering Chariot in this deck, but it's also pretty reasonable. I guess in red-green, Infuriate could be okay. Like a 1-mana Pump Trick is good. Like, there's a couple trample creatures in red-green, and this is just pretty solid. Yeah, this is just not great. I don't think we're black. Black seems really cut off. Like, we're barely seeing black at all. Second Horn Beetle, yeah, we really need power 4, so I'm glad that I took up this Loathsome Chimera. Yep, let's take it here. Let's not overcomplicate things. Can take a Final Flare if we end up in red-green. because we do have sets and trainings to sacrifice, so it's not that bad. And we can always sacrifice the Wolf Willowhaven to it, and it plays around removal a bit. I do like this card, so we'll take it. So we could be in either like red-green or white-green, and I feel like red-green is kind of open. It's a late Scovel's War Leader. This card's a nice card. Even outside the sacrifice deck, it's just a good card. Like, there's also Sess and Skirmisher, but we have a lot of twos. This is best in white green. I won't play it outside of white green because it's looking to be aggressive, but we have a lot of twos already. Like, I think the War Leader gets a nod. And yeah, red does look open. I don't like this card, even in a sacrifice deck. It's too expensive. The Underworld Rage Hound could be another nice escape creature, although I'm not too high on it. I don't even want to play in this deck, to be honest, even if we end up in red-green, because it's just forced to attack every turn, and we're not looking to really escape this. I think we take this Sentinel's Eyes. It's a good card in white-green. We'll see. It's either white or red, I feel like, and this card is pretty nice with the 4-power theme going on. Yeah, it's the Naya colors, but I'm not sure which direction we should head in, though. But hopefully the final pack can kind of give us direction. It seems like the red cards are better than the white cards currently, but we can easily just get out of red. We open up an insane white card. Furious Rise is insane, though, in red-green. But over a second Loathsome Chimera, maybe not. With double Horn Beetle, yeah, I just like curving out with the Loathsome Chimera, so I think it's the pick here. Pack 1, pick 1. Yeah, this is not a great pack 1, pick 1. Illyrios, Illyrios is good, but I hate blue in this set so much, but I would probably take it over Chimera, maybe. Yeah, the blue commons all want you to draw cards. They want you to draw to your, Mythic Bombs, but if you don't have any Mythic Bombs in blue, it's not great. There's another Pious Wayfarer. Return to Nature could be reasonable, but with double Horn Beetle, yeah, I think we just want as much 4-power to curve out with as much as possible. And still, Flummox Cyclops is still kind of filler, too, because we have double Huntmaster. Let's take the second Chimera. Yeah, some red cards now. This is a good red card, although I do like Arachneer. But if we're going to be, okay, if we're going to be a red-green Power 4 Matters deck, this is not going to be good. It's good in an Escape deck, but I don't like it here. Therefore, what do we have? There's another War Leader, Careless Celebrant, but better in a black-red Sacrifice deck. I could still play it, though. But our twos are pretty dense here. Could take a white card. But it seems like we're seeing red-green pretty highly. I could just take the Return to Nature. Our removal's not that great, and still locks us in green. Yeah, I mean, there's a Venomous Hierophant, which would be great, but black seems severely cut off. Return to Nature is always good in this set. There's a lot of enchantment creatures to kill. I feel like we should be in red, though, because we do have the removal spells. Whereas, so the Celebrant could be slightly higher, but this is better if you can just sack it, right? We're not looking to sack. And I'm hoping we can pick up another 4-drop, so I don't need a War Leader. Yeah, let's just take the Return to Nature. Yeah, I think we take this, although there is the Nylea's Forerunner. Okay, I don't think we're drafting white. I really need the Iroh's Blessings on 4, because they're really strong. I don't know about the Cyclops, but I do like the Final Flare and the Infuriates. Pious Wayfarer can go. Yeah, just giving our creatures Trample is nice. But this has to be a better card than Nylea's Forerunner, I have to imagine. But the question is, what's better for our deck? I like the Forerunner, but at 5 it's clunky. 5 it's pretty clunky. This has to be the better card, right? Am I drunk? This has to be the better card. Okay, I'm hoping we can pick up more chonky creatures, but I'm taking the Celebrant. It has to be the better card. Yeah, I guess we'll take their Forerunner now. Some decent white cards too, but I think red just looks better. There's also that Trick, which could be fine. Do I just take a second Forerunner or a Final Flare? I don't want too many sack cards, but another one could be okay. Now that we have Careless Celebrant, it seems okay. But we probably don't need to prioritize it that much. Maybe I just take the second Forerunner. It's kind of chonky. I like this card. I like having multiples of these. And Thrill can help us loot, although we're just trying to beat down, right? So maybe another Sess and Training is alright. We're lacking some 3. Hydrix Tower Scout could also be fine, but it's kind of filler. Yeah, let's just play a million sets and trainings and crush the opponents. I could take a Wings. We have enough 5s already. Wings is pretty nice. I mean, we have Trample to get through, right? But the Wings is also pretty nice because it helps us fly over in case something happens. Yeah, the Wings is pretty good. I think it's kind of marginal. And I could take another good 4 here. I think I have to. Yeah, red-green is the place to be. I'm not set with this draft. I think it's a 16 lander. I could use some better 3-drops though. Wow, another says in training. This is crazy. The bots don't respect this card. Aspect of Manticore could be pretty reasonable in this deck too. Gift of Strength could also be fine. But I prefer maybe Aspect. We'll see. Okay, so not a bad deck. Might cut the Forerunner. It's kind of expensive. Or the War Leader. The War Leader has better stats, right? So just cut this, cut this. I guess we need one more cut. I'd like the 2 5s, I like the 6, I like the 4s. I like the Final Flare, 1 copy is good. I like the Mystic Repeal. Could just cut the Return of Nature. Like, if we're going to be aggressive, I do like this Manticore stupid trick a lot. It's pretty nice. I'd like the triple Says in training, too. Wolfwillow Haven's not that great, though. Like, if we're looking to just curve out, I don't really want to spend 2 mana to, like, enhance a land. And we're not looking to feel Escape. I can see myself cutting it. Yeah, we're just trying to curve here. We don't really want to spend 2 mana to put a mana dork. Like, that's not what we're trying to do. Like, we can easily get to turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, attack, attack, attack. The Wolfwillow Haven, we're not looking to ramp. We're playing 16 landers. I don't think I like it. It's just so much bad tempo. Just to turn 2 play this. It's not very good. Okay, let's try this out. See how it goes. And yeah, I think I prefer these 4-drops over the Flummox Cyclops because we might need to block sometimes. And we have enough power for, and I like this on turn 3. It's a good combat trick. Although maybe the Gift of Strength would have been better. Not sure. Gift of Strength maybe could have been better. But I like having the Infuriate in this deck. Slightly favoring green. Do we just cut a red here? Because we don't need a lot of reds, so I guess we can cut a mountain. Toss in an extra forest, 16 lands, beat down. I think this deck can get there. There's also a 4th Says in training. Is that crazy? The return can be nice, same with the Mystic Repeal. I like the Wings too. Final Flare, 1 copy is again pretty decent, especially with not a lot of removal. Let's go. We definitely want to get on the board early because if the opponent keeps up instant speed spells and we give them enough time, like the aspect of Manticore is not going to be too good. Same with the pump drinks that we have, but if we're just able to curve out Beetle into like Chimera, that's already very insane. So let's see, opening hand, no Beetles, but we do have turn 2, turn 3. We're on the draw. I think I take it here. Like, this has potential, I have to imagine. And we have a pump trick. Would love a Beetle on 2. I'm hoping we can top deck it, though. Yeah, Beetle's too much of a wish, right? Like, Beetle on 2, Chimera. 2, 3, maybe 3 again, maybe 4. Yeah, it's okay. I think I'll try it, though. This deck would have been a lot better if we had Omen of the Forges, but the bots don't want to give us any of them. So... And we can always escape these later. This goes in the yard, that's nice. Opponent's on the play, so yeah, I don't like that, but again, this is still fine. Okay, land is good. Land is very good. Don't have to show them the red mana yet. And we don't have double red, so... Okay, eventually show them red, but not now. Get the Grove Dancer out, start beating down, play the Chimera, third. I think I'm attacking to this and infuriating. Although, playing the Chimera is just better on tempo, right? But I could always just kill this with the infuriates. No, I think I play the Chimera here. Offer to trade. It's just so bad using the pump trick because I'd rather just develop the board. And there's a chance he could double block this. No, he's not going to double block against this, right? You could also have Omen of the Sun, which could be pretty annoying. But putting a Wings onto this is pretty nice too. And then smacking him for 4 per turn. But I probably still want to develop the board here. Missing land drop sucks though, but this is still 16 lander. So if I Hunt Master next turn and pump, he could flash an Omen of the Sun, ambush, and trade. I don't think I like that. There's the Mythic Uncommon of this set. Pretty insane fucking card, you have to tell me. Land would be great though, but no lands. Can just attack. Trade here isn't bad. Sure. I don't like the fact that he can escape this though. So this is not. This is kind of like the situation where we don't want to be in, where the opponent just doesn't miss their land drops, but I'm getting in for 4, which is really nice. And now I can just play another 4 drop here. I'll take 3 back, but he's probably forced to trade next turn. This is really good card. Like, holy fuck. Why can't we open up something like this? Like, could see a removal spell here. That's fine. I'll take 5. Swing back for 6 if he wants to be aggressive. He only needs to exile 3 with this stupid card. Like, it's so ridiculous. This card is fucking ridiculous. I guess I get a 2-drop out. I'm attacking for 6. This is a lot of damage. I can surprise him with the Wings of Hubris eventually. The Destiny Spear is nice, it still blocks the 2-3. Yeah, if he wants to trade for this much damage, I'm totally down for it. And if he wants to spend 5 mana to just deal my 4-1, thank god. Like, this is such a trade down. This is why Chimera is so good. Because, like, you can keep escaping it. And you have to find, like, exile. But if he's doing all that, I think he should have played defense here and stayed back. I don't think the attack was correct from his angle. So if he does nothing, I think I'm going to try to do the Wings next turn. And hopefully I don't get blown out. This is annoying. So I probably need to trade here, right? With the Infuriate. I think I do that. Guess these 2 can go. I would love to Hunt Master, but I think we have to just block here and just Infuriate. And hopefully it doesn't have anything at instant speed, because I do need to kill this thing. It's just going to gain too much life. Alright, hopefully no blowout. Okay. And then I can swing back at least. He can't escape this yet, so that does make me happy. But now, hopefully we can... I guess I can make the land. No, the land doesn't work. I can activate Skola. I think I just want to get the Wings into play, right? And just smack him down. That's the only way we win this. Yeah, so I don't think that was correct with him attacking. I know he made me discard 2, but like still, I don't think it's a good idea doing this. And if he plays like a flyer, I just win the game since I can Blessing and attack for 5. He still needs 3 to exile this, so... And it still costs 6 mana, so he's kind of far behind here. Okay. At least it doesn't make me discard, but I can kill it, so this is a good sign. This is not even a great card. The fact that there's Wings of Hubris in this set makes this card even worse. Because, like, you'd rather just play a green deck with Wings of Hubris than this. Since it gives all your flying creatures flying, so yeah, it's just an easy It's an easy KO here, right? It's an easy KO. And then we just attack with all GG's. He can only block one and then he's just dead. Yeah, this card is not good. The rest of these cards are okay. I mean, obviously Farika Spawn and Final Death are amazing. Soul Reaper, Aspect are all okay. So luckily that opponent didn't play too safe. If he did, I think he would have still survived and gotten some extra turns. But the fact that he was being too aggressive and he tried to get a life linking Farika Spawn out, I don't think that's a good idea. But he couldn't expect the Infuriate. The Infuriate was a good turn. But even if we took that 3 life linking, I think we could have still outraced him with the Infuriate. So even if we had a life linking Farika Spawn, maybe it was still fine taking it. This is a terrible hand. This is okay, but not amazing. Yeah, I think we'll ditch the War Leader and hopefully we can curve out. Beetle would be amazing if we can curve out Beetle into like Loathsome Chimera, but Carousel Brand with Sez and training could be okay too. But and I like how this card disincentivizes the opponent to play multiple creatures, so they might just play one and stay back. But I don't mind trading this early. It's just, but nothing. Okay, nothing is a good sign. Let's attack for 2. Could see an Omen of the Forge, which I'm fine with too. But that attack panned out really nicely. So just get the Chimera out there. And if he's not playing anything, he's just totally fucked here, right? If he plays a blocker, I'll probably Sez in training to 4-1. I guess I can Hunt Master here. I don't want to play in Liar. I think I'll Hunt Master, pump this guy, because he's mostly going to block here. So I can get him for some damage and then clear his board. Yeah, they're both 4 powers, so he just takes it. I don't understand this. I guess he has a blessing, a Warbriar's Blessing here. He probably has a Warbriar's Blessing. And then maybe we can like still pump and attack with the 4-1 Assassin Training into Warbriar's Blessing, I feel like. I think I would trade there maybe, but nah, he probably has Warbriar's Blessing. Yeah. Okay, so this is 6 toughness. I can still pump the Huntmaster next turn to offer to trade, and he's still gonna take 6. I like that. Because it's 2 green devotion. Yeah, we're gonna ask him if he wants to take 6 or not, but I'm not attacking with a 2-1. This trade here is pretty nice. But oh my god, he's taking it. Oh my god, I don't agree with that. I think that's too much damage. So I might want to drop the Liar next turn. Okay, he has multiple blessings, so he's just gonna play defense here. We just need to find a Liar, tap this thing down, and we should be in like good shape, right? Wings for lethal. That's funny. I just stated how good this card is, and it is. So yeah, thank you very much, game. Yeah. You definitely need wings in like these red-green decks because you don't have any flying going on. So if you just rely too much on trample, it's not going to get there. But we still have a long way to go. But this deck is doing very nice. Well, could have had a Furious Rise, the Warden of the Chain in this deck if I knew I was going red-green. Let's see, what do I want from the sideboard? Yeah, again, I don't think this is a Woeful Haven deck. Like, imagine us doing turn 2 this. Like, that's so bad. Um, yeah, this is forced attack. We have a lot of 2s. This is another 5-drop, but, like, we don't want too many expensive stuff. The flyer's not good. Sets in training. Yeah, the only argument I can see is putting in another sets in training. But I like all these cards here. I think we need the Final Flare just as a removal. As much as I hate sacrificing my creatures, like, again, we have some enchantments we can sack. These are fine. Like, I can sack the Aspect, and I can sack these Citizen Trainings. So I don't actually hate it here. And with triple Citizen Training, I think it's fine. We don't need, like, 4 copies. I like the fact that they do replace themselves, but yeah, we need interaction in this deck, and we're kind of lacking. So at least the Aspect is like a way to kill something, and then we can sack the Aspect to the Final Flare. Or Citizen Training eventually to kill something. Yeah, I would have snap traded with a 5/6 when he did that, when I pumped an attack, and then play the 4/1 afterwards to trade for the 4/3. So I don't know. That opponent took way too much damage last game. But I think he was thinking. I think he was thinking that he could stabilize with a large creature. But after taking like so many hits already, like 8 damage, yeah, there's no way. Destiny Aspect, I don't hate this. It's alright. It's not amazing, but playable. And I like how we have all these enchantments here, so then we can, like, activate the ability in the late game, but I'm not sure if this is going to survive still. I might set in training onto this, but it depends on what he plays. If he plays Annoying Blocker, I'll just Aspect. I'm not Aspecting this. I think we train to hit our land drop for next turn and attack for 3. Alternatively, I could Wings to be mana efficient. But I definitely just want to hit my land drops here. And this way, I can attack for 3 as opposed to 2 this turn. And then, like, this is nice. I can play this land and maybe top deck a 4-drop next turn. So I think just getting this out early is good enough. And if he finds a way to block this, then I'll just play Wings. Okay. I guess we're playing the racing game here. I don't think I'm going to Blessing this. It seems a little bit too marginal. I could see the argument for it, though, but I think I can maybe outrace him. Therefore, what should I do? Maybe just play out the Wings, attach, and attack for 3. He could have a Mars Grasp, but I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really like care about this too much. I can even activate a land and trade for this thing eventually. I guess everyone just wants to be aggro here. Sure. I don't think I'm using it on this. He could have something scarier that I'd rather kill. I'm not going to Blessing this thing. Like, sure, it's annoying, but he's not really developing the board, and we're still doing a good amount of damage. Huntmaster is very good. I still think I play the more expensive card to be mana efficient. And he needs... I guess he could have dragged to the Underworld here as a removal spell, but next turn he can have Final Death. Yeah, this is too much damage. I don't think he can attack back here, unless he thinks he can block. I'm not blocking. No, we're not blocking. This is a good sign he could have Final Death. So I think we should be able to outrace him still. Nothing? I guess I'll just play my War Leader since now that I can block the 4/1. If he has a removal spell, he has a removal spell. He would drag End of Turn against this thing, so I don't know. There's no sweepers in this set as well, so we're in good shape. He's totally fucked here. This is like 3. He needs to kill everything, so I don't think there's a sweeper. You could have Great or Merchant of Asphodel, though, but I'm blocking if he attacks. Okay, I don't care. Like, the Mars Grasp, I can fly over and kill him. And this is trampling over for a shit ton of damage, too, so I don't think... All my creatures have trample, so... Yeah, he's totally screwed here. And I can pass priority here since all of these cards are lethal, so... You could have Cling to Dust at instant speed. But the fact that all this tramples over for so much damage means that there's no reason for me to main phase anything here. Like, he can block here, block here. It's still trampling over. So you don't even need to, like, care. Yeah, this is just too much damage. Let's see what he has. There's no lifelink at instant speed. There's the Cling to Dust, but this is not, he's not getting, he's so dead. See, this is why you should do quick drafts a lot, so you can exploit it. Because no one knows how to draft this set. People don't know how to draft these throwback sets. I like to learn about every single draft format, every single set. And this is kind of the reward you get for knowing every set. Like, you can just run and go into any draft with a previous older set and know what the hell's going on. And Theros is definitely one of my favorite ones, so kind of happy that I'm getting some good victories. But Premier Draft Kaldheim has been pretty difficult, like, I have to say. I drafted some very good decks, and I still been getting my butt handed to me. 2-drop, 3-drop, Liar. I would love this to be a Beetle, but again, we can't always be that lucky. So I'll keep Eidolon. Hopefully don't see Mars Grasp, so this could be the first time we die in this game. Because Mars Grasp would be so brutal. If he puts the stupid, the 1-drop, the 1 mana... Yeah. Stupid. So dumb. I do want to tap this shit down eventually, though. Maybe I just tap it down and not play my 3-drop. Because I think I just want to tap this shit down because, like, I don't want him to gain the Sentinel's Eyes back, and I also don't want him to draw a card. But this is adding up. Okay, I need to play the Liar for sure, because he's gonna kill it. Yeah, Liar's coming down. I'll tap this guy next turn. And luckily, luckily, I'm not gonna have any escape creatures in the yard by the 3rd chapter, so this is fine. I'm gonna activate it and lock this thing down for sure. Yeah. We cannot allow this thing to just draw him cards and then have the Sentinel's Eyes to loop over and over again. Glory Bearers is annoying, though. I could take the turn off and play Glory Bearers. Alternatively, I could just Mystic Repeal this thing. Yeah, I guess I like that. I like just playing Chimera, blocking the 3/4, and then using Mystic Repeal on the 2/3. If he tries to use Mars Grasp, then I can just put this back and just, like, I guess he gets the Sentinel's Eyes to cast, though. Maybe it's better not to do that. I don't know. I guess I'm blocking the Glory Bearers. Yeah, okay, I'm blocking the Glory Bearers. Like, I don't want to trade here. I can always get rid of this. I'll pass priority. If he has, like, a combat trick, then I'll Mystic Repeal. We'll see. Could see a Karametra's Blessing. He probably has a stupid Indomitable Will, right? That's funny. So now what? Do I flicker? No, I don't. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna flicker that, move into a Story Seeker, and in response, I can either flicker the creature or the Sentinel's Eyes and trade. If I flicker the creature, what happens? He gets the Sentinel's Eyes back, but I still get to lock down his stupid Eidolon. But maybe the trade is okay, but I do need to, like, swing back here. Maybe I Mystic Repeal his Sentinel's Eyes. But I need to Mystic Repeal something for sure. If I Mystic Repeal the Sentinel's Eyes and trade, that's not too bad. Yeah, let's just do that. I think I like this. I like this result here. This is fine. And then we can always lock this down, and we have the War Leader to block it. I think that's a good play. And I'll eventually just kill this Hateful Eidolon anyways. This can stall, and then we can just swing back and kill him. And then we also have the Liar, so that's quite nice. So let's move to combat. Yeah, I think I need to kill this, because there's a chance you could have, like, another aura. But yeah, we played around that really nicely. I don't mind trade losing this. Like, it's not going to attack past much of anything. So just a trade is good. I don't care, sure. You get some scry. Yeah, I think I need to belt the guy for tempo, and I can just lock down any flyer he plays. The trade here is good too. Like, the trade here is fucking awesome. Yeah, this dies, this dies, this dies. Yeah, I love this trade. This is a great fucking trade. I guess I'll fight a 1/1. I don't care. I just need a 4/4 on the battlefield. Yeah, this is fine. He loses everything. He can freaking scry, but who cares? Okay, I guess I'll sack this dude. I'll bring a 5/1 back from the battlefield. That's why I like all these escape creatures in this set. Like, you can just keep bringing them back. And I can just tap this down too. Yeah, we have this guy locked down. For sure. Hero, a bit annoying. Yeah, I'll take action and decline. Ooh, never mind. Let's just kill this thing. Let's kill this stupid thing. And I'll just tap this down. I'll just tap this down for 1 right now, like... I guess Return of Nature could be nice. I mean, if he has an aspect to make me discard, I already have it anyways. So I like having this end of turn in case he has a stupid... Decline, attack for 6. Horn Beetle, that's great. Yeah, he's just fucked here. Like, this is a great card. This is a good card, but everything. Hateful Eidolon to a certain extent, if you can get the whole auras thing, is good. But overall, this quality is not amazing. Just, I don't care about this. You can have the scry. Or I'll just kill the Dreadful Apathy once you lock in on my Chimera. I could have also that turn where I attacked with a War Leader, I could have also main phased the Band Brawler, but I didn't expect the Omen to come out of nowhere here. I guess I'll tap this guy down now. Yeah, I can just tap it down, right? Yeah. And do we set us in training here? I think we do. I don't know which one I target. This is fine, though. Yeah, he's so dead. Yeah, it's Trample as well. I think I guess the Trample is relevant because this is going to grow larger eventually. Yeah, he's just dead. Yeah, good luck drafting Black-White without Rise to Glory in this set in, like, Mars Grasp and Dreadful Apathy. It doesn't usually pan out because they're just at opposing opposites. But when it does, it's a fun archetype. Well, we need green mana. This doesn't look great unless we have green. Are we gonna draw green? I don't want to bet on it. Let's mull. We have. This is better. This is insane. Yeah, I think we ditched the Final Flare, right? And just play the Horn Beetle and Chimera. I don't like getting rid of removal, but I think this is the type of hand where we have to. And hopefully our creatures can grow large enough to attack past the creatures. Because the Final Flare doesn't look good in this hand. We just don't have any stuff to stack. Here comes the Arachneron too, and hopefully it doesn't kill this. Now I'm regretting maybe bombing the Final Flare, but it's still a lot of mana to place Training and Final Flare. Let's just get this Chimera out, start growing and attacking it. Blah blah blah. Carrieth it, okay. He would probably double block this, but but we're just gonna constantly grow it here. Yeah, this is just insane. But he still gets the ramp here, which is kind of annoying. I have to say it, but luckily we're not playing Flyer, so Arachneron is not amazing, but it can still become a 4/5 in the late game. So gotta keep that in mind. Hopefully no apathy on this. If there is, that would suck. I hate trading this for this, so it kind of sucks. Favorite of Iroas. So he could triple block this. The question is, am I fine with that? Am I fine losing the Horn Beetle just to clear everything? He can escape this thing later, so I don't know if I want to. Maybe I need to wait one more turn. I guess I can pump this guy, but no, he can just trade, right? I guess if I pump this guy, he has to triple block, right? Because it becomes a 4/4, and yeah. I think it's... Alternatively, I could Spinner and Training, so it tramples. But I don't think the trample is going to be super relevant. Yeah, let's get the Huntmaster out. This is crazy. Do I attack with the Chimera? I mean, he could just chump with this. The trade here is also not that bad. Sure. He can either chump, he can trade here and take 7, or he can like block everything on the Nessine Horn Beetle. But this trade is okay. I still have a 4-powered creature. Yeah, he's chumping here. I'm happy with this. Holy shit. Like, yeah, the mana dork going away is nice. This still costs 4 to exile, so it's still going to take him a long time. So he might find apathy here and attack me for 4. Hydra's Growth. Okay, that's a silly card, so we definitely want to be aggressive here. Ooh, Sentinel's Eyes. I'll take 8. I'll take 8. I'm racing. I have to race here, right? This is a no-brainer. Yeah, we have to race here. And I can just chump this on the back swing. Yeah, let's just do this. I want this to trample over. Another Hornbeetle, that's great. Yeah, we need to attack. This is not a... This is a game where we need to freaking attack and kill him. The question is, do we chump? I don't think we do. It's a little bit too ambitious. I think it's too ambitious. I think the only way we win is if we just crack back, right? Yeah, I think it's too ambitious. It's too ambitious here. I don't like the fact that this tramples, though. But I think I have to swing with the 6/5, right? No, he has to chump here. So, therefore, if he chumps, he won't have trample. So if I attack, he needs to chump this. But if I attack with both, I guess... Okay, so he's chumping here, right? But if I attack with both, he gets a free kill. I get him for 4. I don't think that's worth it. Let's just do this. He needs to chump. And then I'll play Destiny Spinner. And if he thinks he can trample over, then what I can do is I can just double block. So he's forced to chump here. I'll play Destiny Spinner. Then that will chump it. Yeah. This is good. And the fact that this tramples over, I could maybe attack with this too, because if he chumped, it would have been lethal. So maybe that's a misplay. But now I can at least like chump and still like get in for lethal next turn. This still costs like 4 to escape. 1 card. Hopefully no Constellation here. Okay, no Constellation. So I could just double block this stupid thing. I guess we just send all out, right? He chumps here, he blocks here. Yeah, he's just dead. He's just dead here. Activating this doesn't do anything, because it doesn't untap the land, does it? No, it doesn't untap. No, let's just get in there. He can't chump this, he has to block here. And then he can chump, but then he just takes lethal. So yeah, he's just dead. Very close game. I should have maybe attacked completely next turn, because I forgot about the assassin training trampling over, but... yeah, Beetle on 2 is insane. That game he could have easily stolen if it wasn't for the Beetle constantly growing. But yeah. Beetle with the 4 powers is just insane. I'm happy I took that over the Warden of the Chained. And the bots were still passing them pretty late, so... even had to abandon our first pick, a single Mars Grasp, and we still managed to make this deck work. So 5-0, I'm pretty happy. Let's get to 7-0. Um, 3-drop. I would love a 2-drop, but we're on a draw. There's a chance we could draw into one. It's okay. I don't like the Hunt Master with the Loathsome Chimera because the toughness is pretty low. But with 3 lands, both of our colors, I think it's a very medium hand. Like, this can easily go very good. I mean, this can easily go good if we take up a 2-drop, or it can go very, like, mediocre if the opponent's just, like, curving out with 1 and 2 drops and we have to play a Chimera on 3. And when this Final Flare does absolutely nothing, I think it's a risk I'm willing to take. We're on the draw. We have the extra draw step to top deck a 2-drop. I think it's fine. But Beetle off the top would be so amazing, just curving out the Beetle. Liar not as amazing, so we could be playing a slower game. Can play Mountain to have him play around Omen of the Forge Hunt. But I think I would have played Omen of the Forge here to kill it, but now it's not looking good. So now he can just gain a ton of life, and us missing out on these 2 drops is not really nice for us. So I don't really, and this blocks off the Chimera too, so that's pretty bad. A trade here would be nice. Chimera with Daxos. Apathy to answer the Chimera, but I don't mind him using Apathy, so then I can sack it and take out Daxos, and then I can escape this later, so that's pretty nice. I don't mind if he uses it on the Chimera. But for now, we'll just take 2. Would have been great if we Beetled here, and then Chimera, Beetle grows, but then I guess he Apathies my Beetle, but then I can sack it still. Okay, at least the 4th land is here. Okay. Like, he doesn't even need to use this on this. So it could be a turn where I just play the Hunt Master, and then just say go. Because I like how this can block this. But if he Apathies, that's fine. I'll just sack it. Because I don't want him exiling my Chimera the following turns. Like, sure, I take a bit of damage, but it's still okay. It's Final Flare main phase, get rid of this. Before he exiles my Chimera. And he's only going to deal 1 to me, so this is a fine turn to use this. And we still have removal, so got some value, that's not bad. And land would be nice to play this, so then I can get value with this later. So, pretty nice 2-for-1, because I can escape this later. So, took out Daxos and Apathy with a single Final Flare. This is a card I'd rather play in a controlling defensive deck, which he probably is. But in aggressive deck, it's pretty bad. But now with all these 4 power creatures, we can attack past the wall. Horn Beetle would be amazing, but we gotta play the Hunt Master first, I have to imagine. The question is, do I block if he attacks? I'll block the 1-2, but not sure about the 2-2. Because I do need this on the battlefield with the Blessing. And I do like this growing the Horn Beetle too. This is annoying. I might have to kill this though. Yeah, he could just go all in with some stupid pump tricks, so I might have to Blessing this thing next turn. I can set some training in Horn Beetle, actually. Maybe that's better. And take it slow. Like, that's actually not a bad idea. It's because I do need to hit my land drop. So this could be fine as well. And then I can still stay back, still block the hero, take like 4 or something next turn. He might just start enhancing this, but then I'll just Blessing and kill it. So I'm fine taking some damage here. Yeah, I don't really like to take 6, but I think I have to here. He could have the dumb Karametra's Blessings. So this is double strike, so I don't think I'm blocking it. So next turn is probably the Iroh's Blessing on this, right? I feel like that's the game plan, and hopefully no Karametra's Blessing. Yeah, we'll take 6. I don't like it, but I think we have to. Okay, no Karametra's Blessing, please. Although I could destroy his enchantment. Do I get greedy here? I think I have to kill this, right? But he probably has like Flicker of Fate or some bullshit. So we still have to be careful. Maybe we still take it slow. And like if he tries to put another enchantment, we can always block it and trade. So we'll take it slow here. I feel like he has a fucking Flicker of Fate to move his dumb Sentinel's Eyes out. We just want to play. We just want to keep growing our beetles and kind of scare him here. So if he has an Apathy, he could have his sack the Final Flare here. If that's the case, I guess I let this resolve. And I can try to trade here next turn. If he triggers Constellation, I'll probably kill the Sentinel's Eyes and block. But we just need to play defense for the time being. I'll block here and trade. Like any day now. If he just passes, I'll probably Blessing. Okay, Impending Doom. Yeah, I can't interact with that. I guess now I can trade. I guess I'm forced to chump, right? Yeah, I guess I'm forced to chump. I guess not. Like, we could double block this. He does kill both of my stuff. Let's say, because I guess he's still... Yeah, I guess double strike is enough to kill both. So what we can do is we can hit pass. We can double block this. And then I can return a nature on the Impending Doom. But he probably has something here too, which is stupid. So he might pump his hero, but we'll just kill the enchantment in response. I could have also double blocked here. So let's see. He's gonna Flicker to Fate. I could also disrupt the Flicker. Like, what if I disrupt the Flicker here? Let's say if I kill the Flicker, what happens? I'll let it resolve. Because he might just attach it to the hero, and that's lethal, right? But in response, what we can do is we can return a nature here. Destroy target enchantment, destroy the Impending Doom, right? And therefore it won't be lethal, so something like this makes sense. And then this still trades. Yeah, this still trades at least. And then we can still play defense. Yeah, I think I have to drop this. And hopefully he doesn't top deck anything. Trade here would be fine. If not, I can bless in this. The trade here has to happen, right? I can't take this much damage. Please nothing, come on. Bro, this guy has fucking everything, like, holy shit, like... But I still blocked it. I mean, I still traded, and now this is good. Now I can stabilize here. And now I can kill this and then maybe start attacking. Thank you. Thank you for passing the turn, opponents. Can Chimera keep up Mystic? Is that better? Or I just Rose. I mean, he could have annoying flyer. I feel like he could have a stupid flyer. Maybe we liar, tap it down, and attack for 4. Maybe that's the correct thing to do. And then we can start developing the board next turn, because I don't want to Iroh's Blessing this. Because he has a Sentinel's Eyes on it that he can get back. Hopefully no Omen of the Sun here. But we need to start catching back here after taking all those hits. Now we can develop the battlefield, right? Let's get this guy out. I don't know if keeping the creatures out of the graveyard is correct or not. No idea. Maybe against opposing black deck, I would exile the creatures, so then Timuret, chosen from death, can't gain life. But now I have a way to deal with flyer, I have a way to deal with his 3/3. So everything's looking good here. And he's eventually forced to chump as well. Could have main phase this to have the sack activation up to deal 2 to something if he tries to flash in. But yeah, he had a pretty explosive like red-white start. But sometimes you just need to play smart and punish them. Yeah, he had the Flicker of Fate the whole time with all the mana up, so happy I played around it. So now 6-0, and then hopefully we can get up to 7 wins. And this can be another nice quick draft video uploaded on my channel, and some of you can understand this format a lot better. I do need more Premier Kaldheim content, but again, it's just so hard to get 7. I try my very best, but that set is so competitive. Like, everyone is doing very well in that set. Everyone has good decks. Every single person I played against has like insane like 4 or 5 star decks. That guy taught that Karametra's Blessing, Jesus. I would have been so happy with that trade. But once the 4 or 5 came down and blocked him, then yeah, he was basically in top deck mode. But we played that game pretty nicely, even though we didn't have the best start. Horn Beetle, okay. Horn Beetle into Chimera, Horn Beetle into Horn Huntmaster. Yep, let's do it. And with all of our colors still, so yeah. We're getting our colors, this is good. We can scare the opponent by playing the red mana, so if he thinks we have Warden of the Chain on 3, he'd be a lot more scared, but I think we just play the Horn Beetle, right? I mean, keep up, don't show him the second mana yet. And then hopefully we can get our 4th land going. Like, I'll take a turn off, but like if we keep taking damage from this is a problem. But this has so much value. I can't really afford to. Okay, might have to trade then. Second Horn Beetle. I can't say no. I'll take 5, sure, and then if I don't get a land, I'll trade or double block. But I guess we lose this. I guess I'll take 5 now for sure. Play Huntmaster. This could be our first loss, because he's just curving out insanely well. Like, yeah, it's probably our first loss. I think we just say go. And now I'm forced to trade for this 3-1. So yeah, just not getting the Chimera on curve messes us up really badly. So yeah, let's just block here and lose the Beetle. Yeah, sometimes you just need to curve out in Magic. Because, like, his deck is obviously the less aggressive. Like, in the long run, the red-green deck is supposed to be the better aggressive deck. But the fact that he's just curving out 2-drop and then 3-drop is just killing us here. I gotta kill this. And then now I play the Huntmaster. And do I trade? The fact that he can exile and bring this shit back is annoying. So probably need to wait until I get my War Leader out and hold off the 2-2. I could trade here. It still takes how much to exile? 5. He makes a 5-5. I hate taking 3. I hate how he can play a land and escape it. But it's probably I have to. Yeah. This is dumb. So I guess I'll trade the Forerunner for it. Or just take 1,000,000. I guess I'll take 5. This holds off the 2-2. And might have to Final Flare and sack this to kill this next turn. It's very unfortunate. This block has to happen. Like, if I'm not blocking with this, that's incorrect. But he could have, like, something to finish this off. Like a 1-mana removal spell. Mar Triton, pretty annoying. Okay, I guess I think I need land here to block the 5-5, trade for the Mar Triton, but he can just bring it back, which is very annoying. But this trade has to happen. This trade has to happen, right? The 5-5. And then I guess I can still block the 2-1, take 2 from the Mar Triton. So it's not good for me. This is our first loss. I know we could have went 7-0, but the curve was just insane from this opponent. Do we just take 2? Like, I don't actually hate taking 2 here. The trade here isn't super bad, though. So I guess I'll take it. Okay. I guess on my upkeep, damn it, I don't have the choice to sack it. That sucks. I mean, I don't even want to trade here. Yeah, he got me. Good games, opponent. Good games. Yeah. First loss. Okay. Is this the time where we get completely swept? It could be. If we keep getting hands like that. We draw our late game and no early game. But, yeah. Opponent also, you know, like, he was running okay cards, too, in his deck. I would love a Stampede Rider in this deck, too. But, yeah. Our deck can't really be the one that, like, plays it super slow and forced to trade Horn Beetles. Like, if we had our 3rd land, 4th land, we would have been in great shape. Just having those Beetles to block off his creatures. I thought on this trigger I could have sacked it too. No, I guess it's a cost, right? Yeah, it's the cost to sack. But I thought I could stack the creature on my upkeep with the Final Flare, with the trigger on a stack, with the Inevitable, and I think I could do that. I don't know. Maybe I should put a stop on my upkeep, and then with the trigger on a stack, I can Final Flare, sack the Beetle, kill the 5-5. He escapes it again. Maybe I can build a board to double block it eventually, but it was still pretty bad. Alright, let's get a good opening hand. Make sure we, okay, yeah. Don't kill this. He's on the play, so he probably has an answer for it, but this is so good. This is a good keep. And wings, too. That's really nice. Here comes the 1-drop. Is he trying to mill me? I actually don't mind him milling me. Like, this is not a set where you want to mill the opponent, folks, since escape creatures can keep coming back. But if he thinks he can mill me, that's totally fine. This is not an... Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, I'm fine playing out red. Let's get this guy going. He needs Apathy. In blue-white, there's not too many destroy effects. He has He could apathy this. But yeah, let's just get the Chimera out. Hopefully he doesn't counter it with Deny the Divine, which he probably has. Okay, he doesn't have. So now I can attack for 3, since the Vexigo Flash wouldn't be good here. He could Omen of the Sun Flash, but I'm not going to not attack here. Okay, he has it. So this is staying back for sure. I'm not blocking, because I need a 4 power to enhance the 3/3. I don't care if he mills me. I mean, thank you. You don't want to be milling your opponents, folks. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, there's so much powerful escape shit going on. It's pretty bad, like, the self-mill thing. This is getting to the bottom of the library. Go get back to the bottom. We'll play our green. I guess I can wings the 4/1 now. Yeah, he's just so dead here. He's just so dead. And he's forced to chump here, I think. Yeah. You're not gonna mill me. And if you mill me, I'll just keep escaping like Loathsome Chimera. So it's such a bad idea, just milling the opponent in this set. Stack and Scry, like, also going 3 colors in this set is not great as well. Because, like, you could self-mill yourself and lose the splash color of the 3rd color. I've talked about this 100 times. Do I care about him making a 4/4? Not really. I can always Final Flare the following turn afterwards. Let's just do this. Let's just attack him for 1 million and just close out the game. This is ridiculous. Sure. I don't want him drawing cards though, so I might sack something. I don't know. Sure. You can chump with your 0/2. Yeah, you're not winning, bro. Like, you're not winning. Like, okay. Easy 7 wins. Gruul Smash, red-green. Start out with Mars Grass, but it's still a pretty solid archetype. Not the best. Red-green can definitely fall short if against decks with lots of removal. But against other opposing aggro decks and decks with not as much removal, you can definitely steal victories with those Nesting Hornbeetles on turn 2. So the MVP is probably the Nesting Hornbeetle. I think Hornbeetle deserves to be our mascot for our thumbnail. So I'm going to change the picture here. So not bad. 16 lands aggro, managed to get there. Didn't see this guy too often. Yeah, I think I saw him in 1 game, and then these 2 I saw all 3 of these. I saw 4 of these. I mean, I didn't use a Manticore in any of my matchups, so that's interesting to note. Saw this guy on turn 2 a couple of times. Didn't see too many sets and trainings, even with 3 copies. It was kind of awkward not seeing any. Same with the Infuriate, only saw him in the first game. Mystic Repeal, Fine Interaction. Yeah, these are the value cards. These are kind of like I guess these are kind of like the removal spells, in a sense. These are kind of like the value cards. This is a removal spell. Same with Aspect of Manticore. Yeah, I guess these are cards you want to curve out with. Yeah, Aspect of Manticore is... I guess I would consider this a 3-drop maybe, but still kind of like a removal spell. A pretty bad one. The same with this one. Like, when you look at your curve, you have to kind of consider, like, how am I looking to curve out with it? Am I looking to play Aspect of Manticore or Iroh's Blessing exactly on turn 3 and 4? Sometimes. So it's good to have these on curve. The Entrancing Lyre, I'd rather just play in the late game, but I guess if you have nothing, you would still play this out on turn 3, so I guess I put it here. Final Flare, highly unlikely to be sacrificed on turn 3, but not impossible. Same with all these other cards. Says in Training is not like a 2-drop or anything, because it's better turn 1 and then turn 2 on this, so it's more of like a late game card anyways. And then like the other pile, you want to like know which cards are like your value cards and ones that generate card advantage and enhance your creatures. And then the other pile, kind of like the removal spell. So this is like how I like to kind of look at my pile of cards. But let's see. Yep, this is how I like to sort things out by creature and curve. And then removal spells, the value cards, and then... yeah, this could have been 17 lands, but I think 16 was consistent, since flooding is really bad in this deck since we don't have any Thriller possibilities. And again, this card doesn't make sense in a deck like this, but yeah. Gruul Smash, and Yeah, 7-1. Hopefully we can crack. Let's crack some Theros Beyond Death packs, and hopefully I can get another 7 wins with Kaldheim. But I'm having a lot of issues doing it because it's really hard. It's really hard to get the 7 in that set, even with like a very good deck. And pack 1, pick 1, Theros Beyond Death. Um, Omen is the C, best card in this pack. Witness is fine. Birth is fine in a more controlling white deck, but overall Omen. This pack is not good. The best card is like what? Scovos War Leader as a good 5-drop. No standout commons or uncommons. Counters blue is bad in this set. There's Deny Divine at common to counter stuff. I guess this can counter instant speed and sorceries, but it's still pretty narrow. But yeah, Scovos War Leader. So there you have it. A 5-7 win video. Not Kaldheim, unfortunately, since I'm getting my butt kicked doing Kaldheim draft. But I might just try to fire one off and hopefully get to 7 in the next video. So we'll see. And in the meantime, have a wonderful day. Take care.